So there's nothing that pains me more when I jump into a new ad account that I have access to, and then I start reviewing their current or past campaign. I click around, I get to the ad level, and there's only one ad. This truly is the biggest mistake I see most often inside of ad account. Why is it a mistake to have just one ad? It's because you are assuming that that one ad is going to be the best copy and the best creative variation that you can think of. But that's not how the algorithm works. The algorithm works with options, and it's going to test those options, and it's going to find out what works best for you, even if you think something else might work better. At the end of the day, yes, we know our target audiences, but by no means are we going to have a 100% success rate on our ads. So if you go all in with one ad, you're assuming it's going to be 100% successful. So what you actually want to do is to have multiple ads in there. What I always like to recommend to people is to have a image ad, a video ad, and a carousel ad. The algorithm knows what type of ad people like to consume. So I myself, for example, I don't really watch videos on Facebook and Instagram, if I'm just being completely honest. So when I actually go through my feed, most of the ads that pop up for me, they're image ads, because that's just what I respond to the most. More people like to consume video. If there's an ad set in there that only has video, well, you're going to miss out on me. Or if there's an ad set that only has image, you're going to miss out on the people who prefer video, and vice versa. And we're not even factoring the people who like to consume carousels and stuff like that. So that's why you want to have all these different options in there. It is true that the algorithm will eventually start directing the vast majority of the budget to just a single ad, but you still want to have the other variations in there because they're still going to periodically pick up results based upon how people like to consume ads and what the algorithm is serving to those people. So I definitely implore you to make sure that you're not constraining yourself and confining yourself to just a single ad, because if you are, then you're not giving the algorithm the freedom and flexibility it needs to be able to get you the absolute best results. Now, there is also a limit on how many ads you should have in your ad account. And really, from what I have found, is you don't want to have more than 8 ads. The algorithm just doesn't know what to do with beyond 8 ads. And what it's going to do, it's going to spread out the budget very thinly across all 8 ads. And so your results will be less than stellar. And it just feels like it gets confused and it's just too much for the algorithm to handle. So really, 8 is the max that you want to have inside of your ad account for any single campaign. Now, all of this is also dependent on budget. So for example, if you are spending $10 a day, you don't want to have 8 ads on $10. That's just way too much. So my general guideline here is that for every $10, you can have 1 additional ad in there. The minimum should be 2, even if you're only spending $10. If you're spending 20, you can have 3 ads. If you're spending 30, you can have 4 ads. Now, if you slightly break this rule, saying, let's just say you're spending $30 a day and you have 5 ads in there, is that going to kill your results? No, it's not. Is it going to be the most optimal thing? Probably not. But at the same time, it's really not going to drastically impact your campaigns in any meaningful way. So hopefully all of these things make sense, but really the main point to drive home is that make sure you have a minimum of 2 ads in there, ideally 3, depending on your budget. That way you're catering to the different ways people like to consume ads, and the algorithm will be able to get you the best possible results. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you